What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm down at Jaguar Land Rover Porsche Volvo of Greenville and we're going to take a look at the all-new 2020 Porsche Taycan Turbo. Huge shout out to them for providing this vehicle for me today. Definitely check out their website, that will be in the description below. This model is finished off in jet black metallic. It has an MSRP right around $165,000. Also don't forget we're doing a GoPro giveaway for this month. More details will be later in this video. The Taycan uses a 93.4 kilowatt battery pack with front and rear mounted electric motors. It also has an 800 volt electrical system and it's the first electric vehicle to use a 2-speed transmission. This produces 670 horsepower and 626 pound-feet of torque. It is all-wheel drive with the optional rear-wheel steering. It weighs just over 5,200 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in 3 seconds with a top speed up to 162 miles an hour. It has an overall range of 201 miles and it can go from 5 to 80% in 22 minutes. Starting up front, this has 4-point LED headlights that have been set back from the bumper to help give it a unique look. In the lower bumper, it has a forward-facing camera along with all of the parking sensors and an additional sensor for the adaptive cruise. There are also cutouts in the lower grille along with air inlets as part of the Porsche active aerodynamics, and up on the hood there are very clean lines, and with the headlights farther in, it also provides nice bulges over the fender flares. Moving on to the side, this model has the 21-inch wheels that have two 5-spoke patterns with a 2-tone design. Behind the wheels, this offers regenerative braking with the disc brakes. Moving on to the body-colored side mirrors, they are power folding, feature the integrated turn signal and a camera as part of the 360 camera system. This also rides on air springs and adaptive dampers, and then up top this is fitted with the fixed glass roof. And finishing up in the rear, this has the 3-stage adaptive spoiler, which is also part of the Porsche active aerodynamics. It has a backup camera with all of these sensors, along with LED taillights and a light strip connecting the two, and the Porsche logo is embedded to have a glass look. That's going to wrap it up for the exterior walk around on the all-new 2020 Porsche Taycan. It looks very similar to the Panamera, but it is a completely different car. Let's go ahead and check out the inside now. With the key on me, all I have to do is walk up to the vehicle. I'll just tap right up underneath the door handle. It will automatically fold out, and we can open it up. Inside, the door panel is completely covered in black leather. You'll see really nice gray stitching running along the armrest. It's even up top. The release handle is at the very end of a very nice trim piece that extends all the way to the back here. The 3 memory seating adjustments as well. This has a Bose audio sound system with a little bit of storage in the lower section of the door, and then right above that we have all of the window controls along with the side mirror adjustments. Taking a look now at the sport bucket seats, they're completely covered in leather with more of the same stitching. You can see Turbo embroidered on the headrest there. Very nice pattern running down. They are heated and ventilated as well with a multi-way power adjustability. Taking a look at the steering wheel, it's completely covered in leather with gray stitching running on the inside. It's a very small steering wheel, has a good grip to it. Over on the right side, we have the different driving modes. So just by twisting on this dial, you'll see range, normal, sport plus, and individual. And then also on the right side, we have some more controls to toggle all of this information. Over on that same setting, we have sport chromo, we have the driving modes, media, information, and then all the way at the top is navigation, so you can easily see that when it is on and running. We can also toggle to the other side, and now we're looking at information like the all-wheel drive system, seeing where the power is being sent. We have the tire information, basically your TPMS. We can go up to G-force, traffic signs, and assistance systems as well. And then right in the center, if we toggle between this one, we can see the power meter, which it's on right now. We can pull up the map, so you can see the navigation right in the center. Then we also have the extended map, which will bring it into a full screen view. And then we can also go into this mode where we just see the miles per hour and the speed limit sign. So it's very cool how you can toggle between all of this information. Off and to the right side, we have the gear selection, so you can see reverse, neutral, drive, and park, along with the suspension setting and the time. In order to take it out of park, we're just gonna go over to this lever here, pull all the way down, that is for drive. We can go up into neutral, all the way up into reverse, and you will see the backup camera light up, which I'll get to here soon, and then you can just push on P to go into park. Also on the side, we have traction control. You can adjust the different suspension settings, as well as the adaptive ride, being able to lower and raise the vehicle, and then there's a custom button up underneath that. As we make our way to the left side of the steering wheel, you'll see the power button to turn on and off the vehicle, along with one air vent. We have all the headlight controls with your auto and just being able to turn them on and off, of course. Here's another look at the gauge cluster. It has a really nice design to it. There's more leather on the entire dash in the middle. Very nice fabric on the A-pillars and the headliner as well. As we make our way to the center, you can see the clock. And then right in the middle, we have another screen. Right now, this is on the vehicle setting on drive. So you can go between the different driving modes. You have the chassis height, being able to raise and lower it, along with the electric sports sound, which you can turn on and off, which is pretty cool to see. If I click on the upper left button here, we have two different home screens. Right now we can view the navigation, so you can see that in full screen. We can easily go back. You have your media, phone, settings, different updates and services, your charging that you can go into. Right now the vehicle is at 92% with 190 miles left on the range. We can also go down to the climate controls to be able to adjust everything there. You have three different settings here: diffused, focused, and individual. In individual, you can obviously customize where you'd like the air to go and what vents are working. You also have a massaging feature, and then being able to use the heated and ventilated seats. Very easy to go through all of this. You have some more buttons down below, along with all the passenger side buttons as well. We can easily shut all of that off. If we go back to the home screen, you see there's a few other settings down below, and then if I click on it again, this will bring you up to a split screen. Basically, you have your phone, your radio, and your map, so you can easily view all of that at the same time. If I go down to the car, it'll show you things that I just went over with the driving mode. We can go into all of the technology that's offered in this vehicle with the lane keeping assist, your active lane assist, lane change, and everything like that. We can also go into the trip, and you can see everything as far as that goes. And then comfort as well. We have ambient lighting on the inside, which you can easily adjust. You have the brightness of it. You can control the doors, the cup holders, the footwells, and everything like that, which is pretty cool to see. If we go back to this screen, you have the driver and passenger seat, so you can dial it in a little bit more as far as your comfort. And then the last setting on the left side is your notifications. You can easily see if there's anything available on the screen. So there's definitely a lot of information in this center screen. Everything is very easy to go through. Just underneath that, there are two air vents, and then basically you have all the climate controls right in the center. So you can easily adjust this, and there's haptic feedback, so if you can hear that, you can easily tell when you are clicking a button and what you are on. You have the fan speed right next to that, along with auto, all the different recirc buttons. You have the heated and ventilated seat controls down here as well, so you can easily get into those. And you can also pull up the navigation and other things from down here. So you have that, there's the music, you can bring up your phone, along with these settings as well. So you actually have buttons for that screen on the second screen. So if you're not on navigation, for example, you can quickly get to the shortcut to pull that up, which is nice to see. And then down below you have your sync buttons as well. You can expand that and bring those buttons down if you would like to. And then off and to the right side, you can easily open up the front storage space. You can open and close the rear hatch, which is nice to see, along with opening the charging ports, which are on each side of the vehicle. So that is very easy to do. You have the adjustments for the radio right in the center. You can turn that upper screen completely off, and then pushing on this button here will bring up the camera system again. So you can see on the right side is the forward-facing camera, on the left side is a top-down view. So if I just click on one of these camera angles, you can see in real time that exact location of the vehicle. So I just moved to the opposite side. Now we can go all the way to the back of the car, which is very cool to see. Clicking on the center one, we're right in the center, and you can swipe it as well to see exactly where you want to go. Clicking right in the back of the car, we are now on the standard backup camera and then the standard front camera as you just saw. Over and to the left side, we can also click on a different angle, which is cool to see. And then even going to the backup camera, you can see everything very crystal clear. Just behind that, we have the Taycan logo along with two cup holders right in the center and a very nice armrest covered in leather. As we make our way over to the glove box, you'll see a good amount of storage for anything that needs to go there. More leather and piano black on the passenger side dash gives it a really cool look. We'll go ahead and take one last look at the seats as well. And then up top, this does have a full panoramic roof. Very nice to see that. And then up top, you have your dome lights as well. Moving on to the back seats now, all I have to do is the same thing as up front. Just put my hand up underneath and the door handle will automatically open up. You have the same leather and trim pieces on the door panel just like up front. And this is a 4-seater. Let's go ahead and hop in. So once in the back, I have the front seat set at my height, 5'10", and I have a couple inches in front of my knees and then a few inches above my head. So I definitely have plenty of room. I like the 4-seating configuration. You have a little bit of storage space right in the center. And there's an armrest here as well, which reveals two more cup holders, which is nice to see. And then having this glass, I really like the design of the roof. Has a really nice curve to it coming into the back, and this allows for a lot more light for the back seat passengers. As we take a look out of the rear glass, it's very raked from the outside, but you definitely have plenty of visibility from the inside. There's even a small glass there, which would help with driver visibility as well. As we make our way to the center here, you have 4-zone climate control system in this vehicle, so each passenger gets their own in the back seats, and this also has heated seats as well. So you have all these controls on a nice digital screen right in the middle, along with 2 air vents above that and a more storage space down in the center. So definitely plenty of room for backseat passengers, and these seats are super comfortable as well. They have little bolsters to them both on the sides and down below as well, so you could easily get in a nice comfortable position. The back seats also have a 60-40 split to them, so just by pulling on this lever right next to the headrest, I can easily fold this one down, and you can see that gives you plenty of room into the back trunk space there. Obviously you can do it on both sides, just gives you a little bit more versatility. Next up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the rear trunk storage space. You can use the button on the key fob on the screen as I showed earlier, or just push this button down below and it will automatically open up. You have about 17 cubic feet of storage space in the back with the back seats up, and then obviously with them folded down, it provides you a lot more room for anything that you need to put through. Over to the left side, you have a pretty deep compartment, so you can hide anything down there that you'd like to, along with one net. On the other side, you have the same thing along with a 12 volt. And then right in the center, we have all the charging cables and everything that you need for this vehicle, so that's pretty cool to see that it's hidden right there. We have even more hidden storage space down underneath the floorboard. And then up top, we even have a hook for any groceries or anything you don't want to slide around, so that is pretty cool to see. Definitely a lot of room. And then up top, we can either close and lock the vehicle or just close it. And last up, we'll go ahead and take a look at the front storage space. I'm just going to hold the button on the key fob. It will automatically release, and then I can just place my hand up underneath. There is a release on the left side, and it gives you a lot more storage space. You could definitely fit a couple backpacks up here, so it is nice to have that extra room for anything that you want to place. There is a dome light and an exit button off and to the right side as well. That's going to wrap it up for my walk around and review on the 2020 Porsche Taycan Turbo. Once again, huge shout out to Jaguar Land Rover, Porsche Volvo of Greenville for providing this car for me today. Definitely check out their website. That will be in the description below. I will be driving this car at some point, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Also, don't forget about our GoPro giveaway for this month. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel and comment on videos. That is your entry into winning a GoPro. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.